entertainment, current events, and Hollywood. Don't miss Creator to Creators, hosted by the filmmaker Mio Shabin, known for the Shudder hit documentary Horror Noir and the acclaimed film Anatomy of an Anti-Hero, Redemption. This show features interviews with filmmakers and creatives from around the globe. Join the fun with guest celebrities and gain valuable insights. Subscribe now and follow Creator to Creators.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Creators to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hi, DJ SoulChild AC.
Welcome. So, I love going back to the beginning. I always say the beginning charts our trajectory in life, our little habits we pick up along the way, follow us into our adulthood. Tell me a little bit about your childhood. What was that like? And how did you find your way into doing the things that you're doing now?
My childhood was kind of traumatic. Yeah, but I mean, part of the childhood is the reason why I'm a producer and a DJ. So like my dad wasn't in my life like that, and when he was very abusive to me and my mom and my sisters. And then once he left, I was, my mom had her issues too, but it wasn't her fault. It was more so because of how my dad treated her. But when we were cool, you know what I'm saying? She had a big ass music collection, like the biggest music collection I've ever seen anybody ever had. She had like hundreds of cassettes, CDs, and vinyls from the 90s and the 80s. Yeah, and I used to sit and listen to music with her all the time. And I think that's where, my ear for samples came from, was from all the songs and music that my mom had, and a lot of them I knew just from her collection. And then, after I grew up a little bit, I dropped out of high school because there was a lot of fights I was in. And then I was homeless for a while. And then I met my ex-wife, had a couple kids. And then something happened where I had to be homeless again in 2016. And when I was homeless in 2016, I was working at Target. And when I used to take my breaks at Target in Mays Landing, New Jersey, there was a guitar center down the street, and I used to walk to that guitar center just to like play with the instruments and stuff because I was bored. I was like, oh, what this do? What this do? It was the controllers, the DJ controllers. I was like, oh, what this do? What this do? And then my boy that worked there, me and him used to go to high school together. His name was David, and he became a legit DJ. He was a DJ part-time, and he was working Guitar Center part-time too. And he was like, hey, you come in here a lot and try to learn how to DJ. I could teach you while you take your breaks. And then so he was teaching me whenever he didn't have a customer on his breaks, like on my breaks. And he would like help me like cue up, scratch, how to add music, how to take music off. And then I got obsessed with it. And then so when I was working at nights in the club as the guy who hands out the cards and stuff for the clubs, I hung with the DJs in the booth, and they found out that I was learning how to DJ. So when I had free time, they would let me come over their place to help me learn how to DJ. Then in a matter of a few months, I was DJing in nightclubs. Yeah. And then everything went back to normal. Me and my ex-wife got back together again, and then, we divorced obviously a couple of years later, but at the time we got back, I started taking DJing more seriously. I started buying the equipment, and I just started going ham, and I was getting gig after gig after gig after gig. Because a lot of people like my fusion of different styles in my sets. Like, I don't just do just hip hop. I don't just do just pop. I don't just do just old school. I put everything together. And a lot of clubs didn't see that before in Atlantic City. So.
And that's amazing. You had like, you were making your own like trademark without even like knowing that's what you were doing,
Yeah, I love experimenting with different sounds and different genres a lot. That's why this album is very important to me, because I feel like it's a culmination of all of that. From when my mom had that big ass music collection and I used to listen to it all the time, to me learning how to DJ and then implementing my own style to it. And then I started producing after that. And I was like, you know what? One day I want to make an album where there's like a gazillion different genres and you don't know what you're going to get.
Yes.
And that's where some of that inspiration came from.
I love that because it kind of reminds me a little bit, and I'm sure you get this a lot, kind of the thing of when Timberland hit the scene back in the day, years ago, like he had these weird sounds and futuristic sounds, and no one really heard that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
I think that's what you have to do. It's like if you're and I think there's a lot of great producers out there, but like I listened to your music and I was just thinking, oh my God, like I've never heard anything quite like this. It's different. Um but it makes you want to dance, makes you feel good. Like you feel like you like
The
it's
dancing
really good.
part, the dancing part it comes from the DJ in me. Cause when you at the club DJing, right, it's different than a bar than in a club. Like, you ever heard of like the different types of DJs or
I don't
no?
think so.
They have the corporate DJs who do like corporate events, right? Then you got the club DJ. That's me. I DJ in a club. That means it's non-stop music that make people dance. The premise is to make people, especially women, dance. That is the objective. If you're not making the women dance, you're fucked. That was always my goal. I will play whatever the hell I gotta play to get the women to dance. The men don't care. As long as the women shaking ass and they throwing themselves at, that's all the men care about. Play it to the women. That's what I do. If the women is good, we all good, right? Then you got
That's
the
true.
like concert DJs, the festival DJs, wedding DJs. There's like a bunch of different DJs. I've done everything except a festival or a concert. I've never done those two things before, ever. And I'm shocked that hasn't happened yet. But then again, I'm not shocked that it hasn't happened because my political beliefs are so like I make it so out there. Like, a lot of people don't want to touch me because of it. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm very, very outspoken on social media. I have a very massive following on social media who follow me primarily because of my political commentary. Like, I'm very
Gotcha.
much fuck Trump, fuck ICE, free Palestine. I'm
Right.
very, very extreme with that. I don't bite my tongue. I don't.
And I
And-
think that's actually brave, honestly. And I think good for you, like, because a lot of people live life and are so scared because of losing jobs and opportunities. But you're like, no,
but
I'm
I
good.
did. And I did. I lost all my gigs in New Jersey. All of them.
Wow.
For
Wow.
speaking out. Yeah. That's why I'm desperate for this album to blow up, because if this blow up, guess what? Them clubs that won't touch me have no choice but to fucking touch me.
Right.
Because what it
Right.
looked like, the one of the biggest producers in the state, who's also a DJ, not getting booked. Because now you're gonna look racist. Now you're gonna look crazy.
Right.
Especially if this
Wow.
album make the Billboard top two. That's my goal. If this album right here makes the Billboard top 200 charts,
Yeah.
I looked it up. I would be the first DJ from, I guess, the internet, because they call them internet DJs or something like that. That's what a lot of people refer to me as, and I don't take offense
Interesting.
to it. I don't take offense to it. I would
Hmm.
be the first internet DJ to ever chart in the Billboard Top 200 chart.
Okay.
The Billboard
It'll
Top
happen.
200 chart is the hardest chart to get on the planet.
I think you're gonna get it.
I I don't know, because I did my calculations. It said I need 5,000 sales minimum to crack the top 200.
Woo!
Yeah,
500,000 sales.
and
Holy
I'm only
crap.
at 1,500.
Wow. Holy
Yeah.
crap. And I mean, that's the thing is like how does one crack? Is it like,
So
a lot
it's
of
three different it's three different things you need, right? Like a combination of it or one or the other type shit. So you need to do 5,000 equivalent album sales. And when I say
Mhm.
equivalent, that means it's either 5,000 copies or whatever equals the amount, whatever X amount of streams, it equates to album sales. So
Okay.
streams, for a lot of people that don't know, they equate to album sales. So 1,000 streams is one album.
Okay.
So
Wow.
my math is terrible. So if you got a calculator and you're good with math, X times one, carry the five, whatever the hell. That's how many
Wow.
streams you got to get 5,000 copies. And
Wow.
I think for my calculation, that's about 75 million to 100 million streams first week for an album
Wow.
to crack, yeah, to crack the Billboard Top 200. and I don't have anywhere near a million streams. So I'm banking on people buying it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think I think that's the thing is like pushing it out as much as you can. I know TikTok is huge. I hear TikTok is another one, a good way for at least a lot of people tell me in like
Yeah,
film and
the
author community.
TikTok is like the number one source now. Where if you want a sound to go viral, that's the easiest place to start. Because TikTok sounds go viral like it's nothing. If it's catchy, if it got a good ear, your song's gonna do very well. Like my song, the biggest song I ever produced is called "Throw It." That song has 55 million streams across all platforms. That's the biggest song I've ever did. And the reason why that song blew up was because of TikTok in 2023. It went super viral. Like I
That's
never went
incredible.
viral for music like that ever. Like I always went viral cussing out Trump, saying ICE should pass away, saying some
Right.
crazy political shit. I go viral all the time for the wrong reasons. But musically, I ain't never went viral for music like that in my life.
Interesting. Wow.
Ever. Ever. And a lot
Wow.
of the people that listened to that song was like the Gen Z kids. Like I'm a millennial. I'm
Mm.
36.
Okay, yeah,
So when
millennial too.
when they heard that beat, they couldn't believe. They're like, a man in his 30s made that? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very in tune with the culture now. Like my sons, I got four sons. My youngest is a baby. He's 7 months. My second
Oh,
youngest, he's 10. Sorry, 11, 10, 11, and then 12.
oh, I
And
love
they're
it.
all part of that younger culture that listens to the type of beats that I make, the Jersey Club stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, they
I
couldn't
love
believe
that.
I made that. Yeah, they couldn't believe I made that song.
You mentioned something I think it's so important for a lot of creatives. You said that people didn't take you seriously, like like seriously a serious artist. How did you like? How did that doubt or their doubt of you not like kind of break your spirit? What is something that you do to kind of quiet the noise of like the naysayers that tell you like, oh yeah, he's the internet, this person. Like how do you get over those kind of thoughts from people?
I'm obsessed with proving people wrong, and I
Yeah.
shouldn't be, but I always like. I don't know why. I just like doing it. I just like to be like, okay, you think I can't do it? Bet I'm gonna do it. It's going to happen. When I told people when I first started on TikTok and I was doing my political stuff, I was like, I'm telling you, I'm a fire ass producer. I'm gonna make hits and people will buy my music. Ain't nobody gonna buy your shit. Ain't nobody gonna buy your shit. And then boom, two years ago, after Throw It blew up, people started paying attention to my beats. Like, okay, this guy can make a little bit of house, a little bit of Jersey Club. What else can he do? Then I made this song behind me that I got the big old billboard plaque for. It's for a song called Rump. It was my first Brazilian funk song I ever made. And a young lady by the name of G Marie, shouts out to G Marie. She's like a big influencer from LA who is you know, she's Arab and Brazilian. And she sang the shit out that song over a Brazilian funk beat, and it was very catchy. And it went viral a little bit for a couple months. And next thing you know, I debuted number 3 on a dance digital sales chart on Billboard. I was like, what? I made the Billboard charts? Yeah. And that's when people started taking me seriously. They're like, oh shit, he made the fucking Billboard charts. How the fuck he make the Billboard charts? This is a
It's a
political
big one.
guy.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you can't tell me shit. Now I made the Billboard charts. Not too many people can say that.
Yeah,
And
it's
then a
true.
year later, um, right around the time when Charlie Kirk died, I was being very petty because I hated Charlie Kirk. I hate people. I hate people like Charlie Kirk. I hate racist white people. I hate them. And this man was the epitome of everything. Like he hate people like us. He hate black people. He hate black women, black men, black women. He hate us. So when he died, the first thing that came to my head was, I'm going to make a song. I'm gonna make a beat, and I'm gonna troll the shit out of him. I don't care that he just. I'm doing it. I was like, how can I mix my like political shit and make it a fire ass beat that people can play in the song. And when I released it, the amount of death threats I got from MAGA, I
Wow.
never experienced that before. The amount of death threats I got for that beat was insane. So then the song came out, went straight to the Billboard the following week.
Wow.
So I got another Billboard
Wow.
plaque on the way for that song from October 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really,
Yeah, I didn't give a damn what was gonna happen.
yeah.
Shockingly, the FBI came to my house because of that song.
What?
Yes, they called the FBI on me.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
That's insane.
The FBI came to my house.
Wow. Wow. But do you feel like that they're like literally on like they're on your radar, basically. Do you feel like they're
Oh,
watching
they
you?
are, because they came over again like a couple months after because something else happened. Something it's like something about a video I made about ICE and they didn't like it, so they came back again. Yeah, yeah, the FBI be watching me, man.
Do you feel like, and that kind of makes me kind of think about the times we're living in now. It's like, you hear people say you have the freedom of speech, we can do anything we want. America's like free of the home of the brave and all this other
Not
stuff, you
niggas.
know.
And the white man can say whatever the fuck they want. They can do what they want. Not us. Not really. Like we can, but we can't. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Do you think it's
Yeah,
going to get any
it's
better?
no. It's going to get so much worse. As long as he's in office, it's the same thing that happened between 2016 and 2020 when he was in office the first time. It got so much worse the closer it got towards his end of his reign of terror. You remember 2016, it went from deporting Muslims because they're Muslim to killing protesters in Charlotte, like the one young white lady who got ran over with the car.
Oh
You
yeah,
had
yeah.
Nazis with their mask off. You had the KKK finally with their mask off with tiki torches. That's one of the most haunting things I've ever seen in my life. It's one thing to see the KKK with their hoods off, with hoods on, but seeing them with their hoods off and they're around my age, I was like, damn, this boy Trump got them bold.
Do you
Like
think
what?
that do you feel like this that America's always been this way though?
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. It's always been this way. It's never gonna change. It's just how it's presented that changes. But the
Mm,
spirit of America will always be the same. It's never gonna change. The only way it's gonna change is A, if you give this land back to the Native Americans, and B, you
yeah.
give black folks some reparations. Until that happens, this country will always be the same. That and if we get a
Yeah.
woman president. I think we need a woman president really bad.
I'd like
Really
to see
bad.
that. I'd
Yeah,
like to see that for
I
sure.
think men ruling countries is not good for business because it's only gotten us into wars and death and mayhem and drama and pedophilia and kids getting killed and yeah, it's not good. We need women in power.
Yeah.
I fully support that.
I love that. I love that. And I think it will happen one day. One day. Um, do you, and that, great question, because I was curious about, what you talked about, just like, you know, especially being when when you don't really have the machine pushing your music, you don't have the
It's exhausting.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure it is. Like, and like that's the thing I think I like to ask creatives is like, how do you with being there's so much competition out there and you have but the fact that you're still pushing and you're still getting the music out. Do you feel like AI is helping? Because a lot of people have AI, differences
Hell
to
no, it's not
AI.
help.
You think it's a part of the problem?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nobody should be making AI music. That's killing the industry. That's
Gee,
making
yeah,
it 10
yeah,
times harder. That's making it 10 times harder on actual independent artists like me.
I got
It's
you.
making it 10 times worse because you can make a song from AI. All you gotta do is put some lyrics in and the thing does it itself. That's
Oh,
lazy.
wow.
That's what the AI music is. That's lazy. Me, I literally have to sit here for hours. I invest all this money on all this equipment. I
Yeah,
gotta figure out the cue points, the this, the that, the zoom, the za. I gotta sit here and make sure I fill out this paperwork, make sure the samples are clear. Like I gotta do this shit by myself.
wow.
These assholes, all they gotta do is sit here and do a voice text, and boom, you got a hit record. That's crazy. I don't
You
like
think that
that.
was a you think that was a government thing?
Possibly,
Hmm. To make it
possibly.
even harder for artists and creatives to just
It
well,
it's been getting harder and harder for artists. Like I noticed something. The Billboard charts have made it harder and harder for people like me to make the chart too. Because there was a couple charts that used to be on there that they just removed for no reason. And those charts were to get people like me on there a lot easier. They took them shit smooth off. And then to get on the
yikes.
actual big charts, you gotta move a X amount of like units. Like 5,000 units is insane. Do you know how hard it is to convince 5,000 people to buy an album for $10? I know I got a million followers across social media, but they don't follow me for my music. They follow me for my political takes. So I got to convert these people to the music that I make. And then a lot of them are white. They don't listen to
Yeah.
rap. They don't, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them are black, but they don't listen to house like that. It's like, damn.
Yeah, you're kind of like in this like stuck in a rock in a hard place in a way.
Yeah. Like, do you know how
Um,
impressive it is for someone like me to sell even 1,500 records? That's a lot.
that's yeah,
With
it's good.
no booking agent,
Yeah.
no, you know what I'm saying, no manager, no A&R, nothing. Even the
Wow.
even the music distributor I have, United Masters, I'm part of their partner program.
Yeah.
They didn't promote me once. Once. I've been doing it all alone. Like it's exhausting. I can't even take a day off because the
Sheesh.
album came out this week.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna do a 24-hour live tomorrow
Oh, on like Twitch or something?
on TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna do it because I was like, yeah, I'm desperate. Like my
Yeah.
album it has to make the Billboard because this album, the reviews I got, I've never had this many positive reviews to my music before.
Wow. You
Like
know,
it's very positive.
I love that, and I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll grow. Yeah, I'm curious because you said something about converting the audience from political to the music part of you. I was just talking to a really big creative about that, and he's a comedian and he wants to do more serious content, more in the political sphere. And he said it's so hard to introduce people to the new stuff because people are so used to seeing one thing of you. So I think the converting thing is just really hard, but it is possible. I just don't know how that works, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um, I'm also curious about like as far as like the process of making this album. Like, what were you what are you trying to as far as like what were you going for this in this particular album, and to walk us through that process, like of the creative process. What was that like?
So I wanted to. Oh damn. So it was done intentionally. First, releasing that album in February, I wanted it to be released on Black History Month.
Right.
That was done purposely, right? Then but that was the first thought in my head. I was like, I want this out in February. It was originally gonna come out for my birthday in December. I was like, nah. Black History Month holds a lot more weight, right? Then I was like, okay, what's the concept? What artists can I get on here? What are the genres gonna be? So then I was like, well, shit, it's Black History Month. So let's get a whole bunch of black artists on there. But I didn't want just house. I didn't want just house. I didn't want just Jersey Club. I didn't want just hip hop. I didn't want just R&B. I wanted more. I was like, there's more genres in the black diaspora that you can put on an album that celebrates all black culture.
Right.
So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do the type of music that K Tronada do. I don't know if you're familiar with an artist by the name of K Tronada.
I'm not sure
He's a
actually.
he's a very famous producer from Canada who makes like the way he fuses house with R&B. I've never heard that before. And they call his style electric soul.
Ooh.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add. It's like house music, but with Erica Badu.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
That's literally what it is. But
It's
it's
pretty lit.
slowed down. It's slowed down, not as fast. That's literally what it is. Slowed down house music with an Erica Badu type of neo soul vibe. That's what.
That's
That's
a
what.
vibe.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I want the very first song on the album to be that. That's what I said to myself. I want people to be smacked with it. I want people to be like, Hold on. Usually his shit is very fast, punchy, like very Jersey clubbish, very young minded. Like that's all people used to me making. That first song when you hear it's called Apocalypto. When you first hear Gabby Rose sing on it, you're like, holy shit, he went out of his depth. And then I was like, okay, bet. That's the first one. Okay, what other genres am I gonna do? Okay, obviously hip hop. So I need to find some guys who are black who can rap. Sorry, white boys. I know some of y'all can rap y'all asses off, but this is for Black History Month. I need some niggas on this album. So
Right.
I found me my boy Jordan Isaiah. He from Jersey, just like I'm from Jersey, and I loved his freestyles on Instagram. And I hit him up in the DMs. I was like, bro, I want you to be a part of this album. And he was like, fuck it, I'm with it. And then he rapped over a beat that I made 4 years ago, and I re updated it and remastered it.
Yeah.
And it was I used the Barry White sample. I can't remember the
Ooh,
name of the song, but it was an old Barry White sample that the Wu-Tang Clan used in 1994.
nice.
And I flipped that sample and reversed it, and then
Ooh,
added like my I call it Swiss beats drums.
nice.
That's the Swiss beats drums. I added that, and then he crushed that shit.
That's awesome.
And then I was like, okay, I need another hip hop song. And I was like, instead of making it more Swiss Beats ish, I want to make a Jay Dilla type beat. Now I don't know if you're familiar with Jay Dilla. You know Jay Dilla, of course, yeah.
Oh
So I
yeah.
was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, I need a Jay Dilla type beat. So I hit up my boy Nova the Rebel. He's a conscious rapper from Cleveland who does Christian music. Now here's the funny part.
Ah,
Here's the funny
interesting.
part. I'm an atheist,
Interesting.
and he is a
So what
Christian.
an interesting
Yes.
contrast.
So an atheist made the beat for that song. It's called Envy, one of the seven deadly
Ah,
sins. So he's rapping about the seven deadly sins.
interesting.
But but he raps about it in a creative, like, pro black way to
Hmm.
uplift black people and say you don't have to be these things. It's okay if you're these things, but you don't
Hmm.
have to be these things. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. Um
Awesome.
and what sample did I use for that? Oh, it's a song by Immature. Marquis Houston old group, Immature.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the same beat, it's the same sample that Megan Thee Stallion used for her first song, Big Old Freak.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yes. I remember
I
that.
used that sample, but I flipped it.
Nice.
And I
Okay.
made it like a Jay Dilla type beat.
Oh, that's a vibe. That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then I got like three Jersey Club songs on there. I had to put Jersey Club in there
Yeah,
eventually. And then
definitely.
I added two Brazilian funk songs. And then the one that shocked the people the most was the song Eat It Up. That was a Dembow song. Now
Okay.
Dembow is Dominican. It's like a Dominican genre of music from the Dominican Republic. It's like that fast-paced reggaeton type of sound. That El Alpha, Bad Bunny, it's like fast-paced reggaeton music. And the artist Juicyana, he is a femme queer black Dominican man. Here's the
Nice.
funny part about that song. I am Haitian,
Right.
and Dominicans and Haitians don't like each other like that.
Yeah, so that's what I hear.
Right. So that's another funny joke. Oh shit, a Haitian guy made a Dominican beat. What the fuck? And it's actually good. That's on the album.
I love it. I
And
love it.
then what's the other concept? The song Lover's Groove is with my good friend Shandell Crutchfield. She is a black lesbian woman from Baltimore. So I had to add more black queer representation as well.
So everything, everyone's in the mix. I love it.
Yes, that was
I
the
love
point of
that.
the album. I wanted to bring black Christian, black atheists, black lesbian women, black queer men. Oh, and then the my favorite what you call it? My favorite track that I made is I Don't Want 'Em. And I'll tell you why. The individual who rapped on that song is a black trans woman who can
Ah,
rap,
okay.
who can rap.
Wait,
Like,
what's her
actually,
name?
her name is Johnny the Body. Johnny is spelled Jonny.
Okay, I was just wondering if I knew that person because I know a
No,
few that are
she's
rappers.
underground. She's not famous yet, but
Oh,
she
okay,
will be. And
okay.
she's beautiful, and she can rap her ass off, and she's very very New York, like
Okay.
heavy Brooklyn accent. She's from Brooklyn.
I love Brooklyn rappers.
Yeah.
I've got
So
that
you know
that
Brooklyn got some rappers over there,
Oh yeah.
and she could rap her ass off. So yeah, again, the album got everything and everybody. It got like 7, 8 different genres. It
Wow.
got 15 different tracks. Um, and I wanted to get as much shine on them as possible. Like I didn't make the album just for me. I wanted
Right.
to showcase that I can make an album and put people on. That's what I wanted. This is my way of giving back. I was like, I want to put these individuals on. These are the most talented individuals I've seen that nobody else has seen, and I want y'all to see them too.
That's
So
beautiful.
so every song that you hear from these individuals, it's like I cater to their style
Hmm. Hmm.
perfectly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing that you're also shining a light on the other like talented people that are not as known, that just need a chance to be visible.
Yep.
So congrats on that. I'm excited. What um well, besides your goals of getting 500,000, which will happen, your mouth to God's ears or to, the
Yeah.
powers that be in the machine. Um, um, what do you want people, what's one thing that you want people to walk away from, like one word that you want people to walk away when they listen to this album, like something you want them to feel?
Joy,
Joy. I love that.
because we don't have a lot of that.
That
Because
part.
yeah, we don't have a lot of that at all. And one thing black people know how to do is find joy in the most fucked up situations. It don't matter if it was slavery, Jim Crow, war on drugs, disco era. I heard it was a terrible era, by the way. Um, whatchamacallit, the three strike rule era with Bill Clinton, stop and frisk era, post 9/11 era, war on terror era.
Yeah.
Black people have been through some shit. Black Lives Matter era where all the police brutality spiked up the past 15 years. And then you got post COVID era. We always get fucked, man. Always. And but one thing we always know how to do is find joy, and with that joy we create trends, and we like, I don't know, and we don't even make it for other people. But when we make shit,
Yeah.
everybody else, every other race, every other creed, they see us happy and they want some of that happiness too. So they want to do the same shit we doing. That's why joy is the perfect word to describe it. Like what I want you to take from it,
I
because
love that.
it's not like a serious album. It's like it's an album that makes you dance and it makes you think at the same time.
I love that. I love
So
that. That's beautiful. And where can people, because man, time is already 30 minutes goes by so fast. I could talk to you for another hour. Where can people find you on social media to follow everything you have going on?
on TikTok, my TikTok name is DJ SoulChild number 0. It got like 118,000 followers on there. Instagram is King Genty 1989. That's the main page. You got 425,000 followers. The backup got 50K. The backup is DJ Soulchild AC. And then my Facebook page is DJ Soulchild AC. I got two of those, one with 500,000, one with 16K. And YouTube, which is, well, DJ Soulchild AC. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. Last question, very quickly before we end the show. The three levels of influence: money, power, and respect. If you could choose only one of those things, which one would you choose and why?
Respect. I easily. Because without respect, that money, it's gonna come, but it won't stay, or it won't come at all. And you definitely can't get power without respect. You got to earn that respect first.
Facts, facts. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure talking to you. I wish you all the best and congrats on the album. I'm sure it's going to do great. I'm going to bump it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to share it
Thank you.
with
Please
my
get it on
followers.
iTunes because I'm trying to get #1 on iTunes. If you can get on iTunes, that would help.
All right. All right.
Please do.
Run those numbers up, everybody. Everybody, run it up. Thank you so much again. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
All right.
Got this like, got this like, got this like, got this like, just filthy but shit ain't sweet. Watch your tongue when you speak up on me. Let's try to put it on me. Gonna have you lick it up, I scream. That good shit, you know what I mean.